Traitor's Blade. So, this is marketed as Three Musketeers meets Joe Abercrombie. The first half is true, in my opinion. Not that it like, the writing's fine, but it's not grimdark. Like, it's not Joe Abercrombie.
The feeling I got was the Witcher 3 video game visual style meets like a Pirates of the Caribbean mesh of Three Musketeers.
Okay.
Yeah, it was weird. It was weird. It was weird. I can't really put my finger on it. It was I liked that it was unique. I really did.
Yeah.
It had a really high visual style to it. Where,
especially the action.
Yeah, action was great. Action was really good, and
he's like a master sword fighter.
The explanation of things was really good, and the description, great, fantastic. I could see it in my mind. The narrator was pretty good. Narrator was pretty good.
Interesting way of telling it, where it's like kind of the same as someone writing their life story and you're reading what they're writing, but it's actually like some kind of magic element where it's like somehow these people can magic their way into knowing what happened and they're writing it.
It was explained at the start, right?
It's basically first person. Fuck, where were we? I can't remember.
Traitor's Blade, Bestie. Bestie is his name?
God, what? There's Kist, Brusty, and Falkio's the main character.
Falkio, yeah. I thought that this description was good. I thought Falkio was a great main character. The things he decided to do were good. Like he didn't always do the right thing. He didn't always do the wrong thing. He definitely was a character that made up his own mind about things.
Yep.
There was this assorted backstory of him and the king, and how the Greatcoats were actually almost like the musketeers of the day.
Like a kind of a weird judge, kind of magister, jury, kind of
almost like Judge
wandering
Dredd, right?
kind of thing. Yeah, actually, yeah.
Wandering,
so go to
musketeer
villages
Judge Dredd.
Yeah.
And like they had like a kind of a bard element to them as well, where all the laws were songs. Yeah.
And it was quite cool because that actually makes sense because you sing them and people remember them.
Yeah. There was lots of great things in this book. So it basically just goes along with Falkio.
Yeah.
He's got a couple of guys with him who are also Greatcoats. They get framed for something.
Yeah, so they're framed for a murder of a merchant or something that they were working for.
They go along with another merchant, go to a city, and she becomes an earl's daughter. She becomes legitimized, right?
Yeah, so she's... Well, at the time, we think she's the daughter of a Duchess.
Yeah.
Who's been, like, kind of in line to be the new king... or queen, rather. Which kind of changes a bit later. But I guess the setup is... There used to be Greatcoats, and then they were disbanded like 100 years before. And then this new king comes up because his father dies, and he reforms the Greatcoats.
Yep.
And Falkio's story is he was like a farmer or whatever.
Yeah.
And he's with his wife, and she's like raped and then murdered and shit. And he's like goes insane, and then he goes on to like murder the king as revenge. And then the king like convinces him to work for him. That was kind of weird. I thought it was just like very convenient.
Yeah, so did I.
But anyway, Falkio is then like the main Greatcoat, and then a few years later, the king is like attacked, and he orders the Greatcoats to like stand aside, and then he's like beheaded, and then they're like. It was kind of like a Jaime Lannister thing where, like, they did technically the right thing.
Yeah.
but because it's seen as dishonorable, even though it was legal.
Yep.
They're like just treated like shit.
Yeah, the traitors. Yeah. Yeah, it's true.
And now we have them 5 years later, and it's just 3 of them. And there was like 150 Greatcoats originally, and they're just out everywhere.
Yeah.
You don't like they come across 1 or 2 before the very end when there's heaps of them. But
yeah. Yeah, there's magic in it.
Yeah, I don't like the magic actually.
Don't like it either. Yeah. So what do you rate it actually?
Okay, about an 8. I think especially the action, but I do like the 3 main characters and their rapport with each other, the shit talking. That's like the best part of the books. There are some weaknesses, especially with convenient things that happen. For example, when he's on the run with
the girl,
Eileen, and then I think it was when the bully boys or whatever come along, and they're like trapped in this house or something, and like he's outnumbered, and he's like been awake for like a few days, no sleep, and then suddenly a Greatcoat comes in, and then like diffuses the situation. I thought that was like a bit too convenient.
Yeah.
And that turns out to not be an actual Greatcoat, and I was kind of annoyed with when it was right near the end when the Duchess was with, which is also like a weird random thing that happened. The Saint of Swords.
Yeah.
It's just like, oh yeah, he's the Saint of Swords. I was like, oh okay, there's no like fucking lead into that. Like, oh,
what is it?
Yeah. And then like Kest fights him, but it's all off screen. I was like, what the fuck? That would have been like the coolest thing to see.
Yeah, there was lots of weird storytelling choices, I'd say, that happened. Like I felt like Falkio staying in the city and looking after the kid, looking after the girl, while Kest and Breasty went off. I felt like that was part of the weaker part of the book.
Okay.
He creates like a trial and makes it all legal and stuff.
Yeah.
But if he's a traitor and he's a piece of shit and all this other stuff, like, and the king's dead, like his laws mean nothing. So why does any of it stick?
I don't know.
It just there's a weird storytelling choices that I didn't overly enjoy.
Yeah.
The magic horse thing that's called Monster.
Oh yeah, that was.
When you're introduced to that in the book, it bites that girl's face off. Bites half her face off, and it's described. She's she's missing part of her face, and then all of a sudden, she just isn't.
Okay.
Like you've got this horse that's been treated so badly that it's become a killer.
Yeah, and it's like it's super convenient again, where like okay, it's like begrudgingly helping them.
Yeah.
Yeah. I didn't love that either. But I guess for me, one thing I didn't like about the whole bit in the city was you didn't have him with his 2 mates.
Yeah.
Which is the best part of the book. But I enjoyed it despite its flaws. I'm
gonna give it a. Did I tell you? Did I say my opinion? I think I'll give it a 7.
Okay. Yeah.
0.5 maybe 7.5.
Oh yeah.
I thought the action was amazing. I thought the dialogue was amazing, like you said. There was a lot of convenient fucking choices. I actually really liked the fight between the 3 Greatcoats and the Earls. I mean,
right in the beginning.
They try to stop them from leaving that city. I was like, amazing, great, great. Everything was good. And when the archer comes out, the archer Greatcoat, Breasty, and saves them when they're riding down on the horse. That was amazing too. Like everything was great.
Was so good.
I didn't really understand the berserker side of Falkio.
Yeah.
Like I thought that was
it's like tacked on kind of thing.
Yeah, tacked on. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like you have this like character who seems quite smart. He's almost the brains of the group a little bit. Like he's the leader, definitely. Just to throw in, I lose my mind sometimes and just fucking attack anything. It just seems to be a little bit like a strange storytelling thing.
Yeah, and I don't buy his like, I used to be insane kind of thing.
Yeah, I thought that was silly too.
Like the way he is now, it doesn't seem like
there's anything wrong with
that. Yeah.
I thought that the invention of the Greatcoats was amazing.
Yeah.
Bone plates, amazing. I thought they have flint and all these like little gadgets and stuff. Amazing. I thought that was so good that I thought that
this candy.
Book, yeah. I thought that this book would work really well as a comic.
Yeah. Yep.
You know, can't really say much else about it other than I thought it was good. I thought that there was lots of weird ritual type stuff in it as well. With like like the earls are all known to be bad, but people like respected them, and then there's like weird things where like the earl's daughter, who was the duchess at the start, like he has to legitimize her by announcing her at the party.
Yeah. And
then like she somehow has dominion over him as well because she's still assumed as being a duchess.
Yeah. And it was in public kind of thing.
Yeah, the whole thing. Yeah.
Did you call the was it named Trin or something? The servant to the original Duchess's daughter.
She was actually
being the daughter.
Yeah, I did. Yeah. And I thought that
well, I had my suspicions.
I had my suspicions too, and I felt like the convenience of her wanting to have sex with Falkio.
Right.
I was like, there's something more to this, and I think that was the original thing that like tipped it off to me. But other than that, I really enjoyed it. It was good.
So halfway through the next book.
Oh yeah.
And it has all the same strengths but less of the problems.
Oh, okay.
In my opinion, so
it wasn't enough for me to want to go to the next book.
Okay.
I think there was like an hour left on the audiobook.
Right.
When I last looked at it, I think I did finish it, but I must have skipped back or something.
Okay.
Sometimes I'll fall asleep and I'll skip back and then I'll redo bits, but yeah, I left it at an hour unfinished. So.
Okay. I think that might be it. Yeah.
I didn't even remember who wrote that one either.
Sebastien de Castell.
Good.
Yeah.
Good guy.
Yeah, I'm gonna be reading the whole lot because I'm like part of this read along with this booktuber.
Booktuber. Oh, okay,
yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. And it's good enough to where I want to continue it regardless. I might not have read it so quick one after the other, but yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Okay, that was done.
Yeah, strong action, good main cast.
Yeah.
But definitely some
dialogue fantastic.
Weaknesses. Yeah.
Narrator done well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
Trader's Blade done.